Hi everyone, Sophia here in Redwood Shores at EA Studios Showcase, and I am joined by RJ Berg, executive producer, and American McGee, a senior creative director on Alice Madness Returns, which we've just announced. So welcome, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so the sequel to the first Alice, which was hugely popular, could you tell us what was the decision behind this one?
You mean in terms of how we decided to come to make it again?
Yeah.
Oh, it was really a matter of timing. We had to kind of wait until we were in the right place at the right time again. RJ and I built the first one, it's now 10 years ago, and then we both were outside of EA for quite a while, had some adventures, and then built a studio in Shanghai, which recently sort of built up to a level of capability that we thought was appropriate and that EAP thought was appropriate for building a title like this. And so we all came back together and got to work.
How was that experience? I mean, revisiting this again after for so long.
It's been terrific. We'd always wanted to continue exploring the property. Alice is just such a rich and vivid property. We had always wanted to put it over on the console. So this is a double opportunity that EAP has given us to bring it back to the PC for those fans that liked it on that platform, but to bring it to the console is really the outstanding opportunity for us.
So how did that change your approach to creating the game now that you are thinking about the console as well as the PC?
The first game we actually approached with a lot of console thought in mind. I mean, we set out from the beginning almost sort of building a console platformer, choosing a third-person camera perspective and putting a lot of platform gameplay in there that drew its inspiration from console platforming games at that time. So it didn't really require a lot of shifting in our thinking. I mean, when we came back to it, there's already so much thought and so many things that we'd played and so many different ideas we'd had about how we would improve that original. And so, from the beginning, this has been a console title. We've meant it to be a PS3 and 360 title first and foremost. Of course, there's always going to be the PC component for the people who'd played the first game. But it's been fairly easy for the team.
Could you tell us a bit about this story, and will newcomers be able to kind of jump right in and kind of get into it?
Newcomers will be able to jump right in. It's a sequel from the first game. I can't give you many details, but we had to satisfy this wonderful group of people who were fans of the first title, and at the same time, not make it inaccessible for people who are coming for the first time. It's a narrative sequel. Alice is a little older. She's a young woman. She has a job. She's on her own, but I can't really give you much more than that at this point.
And could you talk about the gameplay and how it's like similar, what has changed?
Do you want to? We haven't tried to change the gameplay too much in the places where it worked in the first game. I mean, the first game was a fairly traditional action platformer. The elements of exploration and narrative were always, very much present there. And of course, art being a big focus in terms of what we were trying to present to the player for the quality and the entertainment of the product. So that's all still there. Really what we've been doing is honing and refining those things that made the first game so much fun. So, it's been nice in a way to hear 10 years worth of feedback about the title before starting work on it again. And we've really listened to the feedback. We've heard people talking about the control interface or about the difficulty levels and things like that. And we've also seen, other products in the market that we thought were inspirational and interesting and pulled pieces of those in there as well.
Now, what platforms is it coming out on and when?
So Madness Returns is going to come out on PS3, 360, and PC, and it's slated for 2011.
All right, great. Thank you both so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
And that was our look at Alice Madness Returns. Now be sure to check back on the Game Space for more coverage.